Welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chemlock League. It's game two of the doubleheader against the Burglars. We'll be heading back out to Emerald Diamond here in just a moment. If you missed the last episode, it just dropped about an hour ago, and you can go back and check it out. But unfortunately, spoiler alert, we lost. The first game we've lost since back against the Scroungers in game seven here at game 12. So Cairo Cohen did not look good. We are already talking about potentially replacing him on the roster with an option before that last start of the season. And we are putting a lot of weight on our ace. Asher Garcia has to come out and put up a good performance here, not only so that we can get back in the win column, but because he is on MVP watch. He's sitting at number one in the top 10 right now, and a chance for him to clinch that spot if he can have a masterful performance here today. I'm hoping that's what we see from him. We need a handful of strikeouts. Love to see him avoid allowing any earned runs, limit the traffic on the bases, and he'll be in a good spot. Reeve Blackwell hot on his tail. Bo Adams looking right in a good spot as the reliever for the Rippers. You'll also see Odin Thomas sitting at number four, and it is a possibility that the MVP offensively and pitching wise both go to the favorites if both of these two can finish strong. So that's what we're hoping for. We head back to Emerald Diamond for this last game of the doubleheader against our division rivals. I will put us in our standard away uniform for this matchup. And let's see, what are we going to do? I am going to put Aaliyah on the bench for Muhammad McCormick. Sullivan's tense. I'm fine with that. Nick Wilkerson is tense, and I'm fine with that as well. They've battled through that before. I am going to put Jonah back into the lineup because he is a better hitter, and I just hope that he can bounce out of this funk he's been in all season long. It has been a very, very frustrating experience to watch him struggle. And I am going to move Muhammad all the way down to the bottom of the order here. That'll bump RJ up into the 5 spot. And I think I'm fine with the way that this looks. So, hoping that Odin can have a big game. He is still locked in. Jack Mars would like to see him break through a bit. And let's head out. Asher Garcia goes for his 4th start of the year, his final start of the year, and an opportunity to cement himself as the Cy Young winner, or at least the front runner for the Cy Young lead, if he can get himself a good start here today. Here we go. We'll start with the same top 3 in the order. They seem to get a little bit of momentum going once Werner Walter left the mound for the Burglars last time, but we still got a lot of, we still got to see them actually execute here. Rince Shaw will have help from Easy Target. He'll take a strike there. Rince, former outlaw. Looks like he gained a pitch. He also gained the stimulated trait, which we won't see unless we get later in this game. And Tiger Gray will get a leadoff single. It gets a mojo boost as well. He is locked in, standing at first base for Fernanda Branch. Fernanda batting .469. She came through with a big hit against Juliet Carr in that last game. Unfortunately, nothing else came of it. Tier 2 contact versus righties, and holy shit. She geared up on that pitch, but was early. You'll notice that Rince has essentially no velocity at all, so he relies on those off-speed pitches, the slider, curve, and change, which he threw right there. It's a 2-2 count here for Fernanda, and she gets fooled on the change. Right at the top of the zone, swinging through strike 3, and Rince will get his first strikeout of the day. Odin comes up batting .421, 5 home runs, 13 RBIs, had a big opportunity in that last game, but just missed an extra base hit. Ball outside and the pitch out. Infield is double play depth with 1 out, 1-1 count. Odin takes a strike at the top of the zone, just barely catches the corner. And now oh my God, I don't know how that wasn't strike 3. He gets fooled on the change. Odin swinging and missing for strike 3. Rince Shaw with back-to-back strikeouts. And now Jack Mars will come up. He was locked in before that last game. Now batting .371. has 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. Little hack will activate after taking strike 1. And he'll hit one up over the third baseman into left field. It's going to get down. So Connolly will come up throws straight to second base with a good arm. And the runner will go from first to third. We now have runners on the corners. And R.J. Solomon comes up batting .421. He is locked in. Big moment here for the favorites. Would love to get us on the board and with a lead early. Curveball stays inside for ball 1, 1-1. And Rince will get him chasing the curve there for strike 2, 1-2, and changeup strike 3. So you really relying on that changeup. RJ loses mojo back to neutral. And we strand 2 on base. We get 2 base hits, but nothing comes of it. And that's the first inning. It's really frustrating when we saw 2 of our better hitters strike out in Fernanda and Odin. Now Asher takes the mound against Bertram Pineda, who hits it hard to left field. Jonah will have to play that off the wall. That one gets down. It's going to be a leadoff single for the Burglars. I believe that was Bertram Pineda. Now the leadoff hitter from the last game, Colin Cabrera, comes up as the number 2 hitter. He's batting 185. Infield a double play depth. First pitch checked for strike 1 on the change. Curveball stays inside. I'd love to see Asher have an efficient day here today. A 1-2 count. And chasing strike 3 out of the zone. And first strikeout of the game for Asher. He gets him chasing the curveball way outside. Mohamed Turnpike comes up. He was 0 for 3 in the last game. He bumps up into the 3 spot today. Changeup for strike 1 is popped foul. Fastball right down the middle is fouled straight back for strike 2. Just missing that one. And a dribbler to first. Tiger to Sullivan. Over to Tiger. 3-6-3 double play. Just beats out the hustling Mohamed Turnpike to end the inning. So allowing a leadoff base hit, but getting a strikeout and a double play. That is efficient in my book. And he'll get out of the first. Sullivan Reddier will come up with tier 2 Mind Gamer. Swings at the first pitch, and that goes foul. Takes strike 2. And ball outside just misses. Takes strike 3, and Sullivan goes down looking. And Rince Shaw, having himself a rejuvenated outing here, was struggling all season long until now. Coincidentally against our favorite offense, which is incredibly frustrating. Nick hits one oppo, but that goes foul. It's 0-2, so little hack activated still. And he'll push one foul again. He's still tense, average at 233. And he'll hit one just into the glove of Gander March. Man, if he gets that up a little bit higher, he's getting 2 bases at least. Jonah Gonzalez coming up. He had just took a day off, batting 158. Has 1 RBI. It was on his only home run of the year. Little hack. Pops to foul. 0-2 with 2 outs. And a base hit up the middle. Jonah will reach base safely. Something we haven't said in way too long. He'll be on first with 2 outs for Muhammad McCormick. Had himself a big game in his last start. Couple of base hits and RBIs, and he's now batting .400. Tier 1 inside pitch against Rince Shaw. Rince over 30 pitches. And a pop-up. It's going to go down the first baseline. It's going to be an easy play for Lucero for out number 3. So Rince Shaw has allowed 3 hits, but he has pitched very well so far, getting a handful of strikeouts. Kai Plum will come up batting .273 with 1 solo home run being his only RBI. And Asher Garcia takes the mound here in the bottom of the second. Pulled foul there, a 1-1 count. And Kai will swing through strike 2. Does not chase low. It's now 2-2 and changeup. Strike 3 called, or swung through. And Asher getting pumped over there as he gets his second strikeout of the game. Gander March comes up. She had a huge home run in the last one, batting .375. Takes a slider for strike 1. Checks on ball low. And a fastball at the bottom of the zone, hitting 94 miles an hour. That's probably his peak on that fastball. 2-2, and another strikeout for Asher Garcia, and you can really see he's feeling himself as he gets his third strikeout of the game. Pamayala comes up, and she'll ground promptly to second base for a quick 1-2-3 inning for Asher Garcia with 2 strikeouts there, and he'll get through 2. We head to the top of the third. It'll be 1-2-3 for the favorites, and locked in Tiger Gray comes up 1 for 1 with a single. He got stranded on third base in the first inning, and he'll swing at the first pitch. It's popped up, pulled foul, and he'll slow roller up the middle. Gander March has been busy with Tiger Gray at the plate, and another ground out will give Renshaw a boost and Tiger Gray a drop in the mojo department. Now Rince is locked in. Fernandez swings at the first pitch, pops foul and out of play. Strike inside. And off the end of the bat, but just fouled on the third baseline. We'll do it again, 0-2. Fernanda making good contact there. Pops one foul again. Takes the ball low. 1-2 count, and the changeup, she makes contact, goes the other way. It's foul. Changeup up the middle this time, and good timing from Fernanda Branch. She knows that Rince likes to go to that changeup for the out pitch, and she's able to lock in and get that one up the middle. So a 1-out single. And Odin Thomas comes up still locked in despite striking out in his last at-bat. Hopefully he made some adjustments as he swings at the first pitch and pops it foul. And this one's going to be popped up left side. Should be playable. Calling it is Slew Connolly, and he'll catch that one. A runner retreats back to first base, and that's 2 outs. Jack with a base hit in his last at-bat. He is now locked in, batting .389. Could use a big hit from him. And there it is, a base hit up the middle. First pitch swinging. The same thing that Fernanda and Odin Thomas tried to do, but couldn't get the barrel on the ball, excuse me. Jack Marr's able to do so, and now he's 2 for 2 today, and 2 on with 2 out for RJ Solomon. Blasted to left field, echoes through the stadium, but just early, and he pulls it foul. And that ball gets past Muhammad Turnpike. He has to run all the way back to the backstop to get that one, and runners will both advance. And now RJ's in a good spot here. Could bring in 2 with a base hit. That one goes foul. It's 2-2. And he hits one down into left field. Slew Connolly comes up throwing home. One runner will score. The other holds at third base. Jack Mars will wait. And RJ Solomon will break the tie. He gets an RBI single. It's 1-0 favorites. And Sullivan Reddier will come up. He's batting .308. Batence, Tier 2 Mind Gamer. Rince Shaw getting over the 50 pitch mark now. And Sullivan will hit one slowly up the middle. Kai Plum will backhand and toss the first to end the inning. But 1 run does come across. 6 hits in this game, but they've only been able to muster 1 run for the favorites. But RJ Solomon comes through. And that's a 1-0 lead here. We head to the bottom of the third, and Teodoro Lucero comes up against Asher Garcia. First pitch, changeup, strike 1. Strike 2 taken, another change. And 3 straight changeups, but this one's taken. That one's way high. All changeups here, 2-2. Strike 3 on another change. 5 straight changeups. The last one taken at the top of the zone for strike 3. And that'll end get the first strikeout of the inning. First out of the inning, and Asher's at 4 now. First pitch, curveball gets pulled foul. Ball low on the fastball, and Asher's locked in. Another foul ball, and it's a 1-2 count. Just missing that one. It gets popped foul. Changeup fouled off. 1-2, and Slew just kind of hacking at these pitches. A grounder to second. Jack to first. Out number 2. Cannon Avery will come up. Cannon looking to pick up where he left off in the last game. Strikes low, 1-1 count with 2 outs. Change it for strike 2. And popped up foul. That's going to get out of play on top of the dugout. 1-2, we'll do it again. And a changeup will be pulled into left center field. That one's slow rolling all the way to the wall, and trying to catch up to it is Nick Wilkerson. He'll throw it into the cutoff man, Cannon Avery, with a 2-out double. Second batter to reach base for the Burglars. He gets a mojo boost, and he'll be standing in scoring position for Bertrand Pineda, the leadoff man who managed to single to start this game. First pitch way late on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Was expecting the change, I imagine. Ball misses outside. 40 pitches for Asher so far. Throws the changeup for strike 2. 2-2, 2 outs. And a changeup up the middle. Diving play. Jack Mars gets up. Throws to first. Not in time. It's an infield single. Runner does get held at third base. So Jack Mars did manage to stop the run from scoring from second. And now Rally Stopper will activate it along with Locked In Mojo against Colin Cabrera. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Popped up. That should be playable. Odin Thomas will come charging in. Calls that one. That's going to be caught for out number 3. So the Rally Stopper does his job. And that's going to end the inning. So a little bit of trouble there for Asher. But through 3, he's only allowed 3 hits and no runs. Now Nick Wilkerson will come up. He is tense. First pitch way outside. Shaw running out of stamina here, but still out there. 2-0, strike 1 called. Nick will hit one up the middle, so a hard hit base hit for him. And now he will be aboard to lead off the top of the 4th.
Left fielder, number 35, Jonah Gonzalez.
Jonah Gonzalez comes up. And Rince Shaw's day is done. Mags Drader will come in to replace him. Mags batting with a 2.61 ERA. Has a Tier 2 elite curveball along with Tier 3 metalhead, a 116 whip, 4 strikeouts. There's a ball high against Jonah, who had a base hit in his last at-bat. Ball low, just misses the bottom of the zone, 2-1. He takes strike outside. It's now 2-2. And he'll check on strike 3 called at the bottom of the zone. Gander happy with herself as she makes a really nice pitch, placing it right at the bottom of the zone. And Jonah 1 for 2 now, as he was frozen on that one. And a slow roller back to the pitcher, and the only play is at first base, so consider it a swinging bunt. Nick advances to second base, and there's 2 outs for Tiger Gray, who's 1 for 2 with a single today. Tier 2 easy target helping Drader. First pitch swinging, it's going to get down in left field. Does it get past Slew? It does. It's going to hit the wall. Slew turns around, throws that one into second base. Tiger will hold, and the runner scores from second base. So good speed from Nick to turn and head home quickly, and that's going to extend the lead for the favorites here. Now 2-0 in the top of the 4th with 2 outs. Fernando comes up with a runner on first. First pitch taken for strike 1. Mags has lost a pitch. She now only has the 4-seam and the curveball. 0-2 count here for Fernanda. She'll take a ball away, low and away. And she'll swing through strike 3. So Mag's able to get the job done. But she does allow a runner to score. It ended up getting credited back to Rince Shaw, I believe. So he ends his day with 2 earned runs. 2-0 lead here for the favorites. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Mohammed Turnpike will come up tense. And batting 115 against Asher. And he'll hit one hard down the right field line. This one's starting to tail into foul territory. Could it be out of play? And it is going to get out of play into the stands. A hard hit ball that he just missed a shot. That was going to be taken high, or away, excuse me. That one's fouled off. It's 2-2. Asher trying to get the put out. And he does with the changeup. So he says, get out of here, Muhammad. Don't want to see you on my field ever again. And now Kai Plum will come up with 1 out. 50th pitch on the way. It's taken outside. Garcia will probably manage to get through this inning if he can be efficient. That one's pushed foul. 1-2 count. Curveball drops into the top of the zone. Kai Plum gives it a charge, but it should be playable, and it is for Nick Wilkerson. Right around his starting spot in the line, or in the field there. 2 outs for Gander. March 0 for 1. Changeup's taken inside for strike 1. Fastball low and in. Hitting 95 on the gun actually now. And Gander March missiles one right back up the middle, and you saw Asher kind of had to jump for a second there as he was trying to avoid getting hit. It's going to be a 2-out single. And now Pamayala comes up. Gander March having the tier 2 distractor, trying to offset that accuracy for Asher Garcia. Almost at 60 pitches, and just like that, Pamayala goes down, and Asher Garcia gets another strikeout. I've lost count as he's had quite a few. We're going to have to take a look back at that one. We'll have to look at his stats here before we go into the next bottom half of the inning. Top of the fifth, and Odin Thomas, hard hit ball, but right to Slew Connolly. Tough luck for him. He's now 0 for 3 today, I believe. Jack comes up 2 for 2, still locked in. Mags Drader has to figure out how she's going to play this one. Little hack on the fastball, take it for strike 1. Gets him chasing high and in, strike 2. And he'll hit one hard. Left center field. This one is going to get caught by Slew Connolly. He catches it right before it hits the wall. I thought that was for sure going off the wall, but instead it ends up hitting going right into the glove. RJ comes up. He was responsible for the first run of the game, and he's going to line out to Kai Plum. So Mags comes in. Doesn't matter if she has 1 or 2 or 3 pitches. She seems to be doing her job as she gets a 1-2-3 inning. And Teodoro Lucero comes up. I believe that's 6 strikeouts for Asher. And he's already over 60 pitches now. Quickly gets ahead 0-2 against Lucero. Ball outside, doesn't get him to chase. And a dribbler right back to the pitcher. Garcia over to first. That's out number 1. Slew Connolly will come up. 0 for 1 today. Has tier 1 rally starter. First pitch swinging, pulls foul. Ball at the bottom of the zone. And a hard hit ball into right field, but that's going to be playable and easily caught by Odin Thomas. Kind of a line drive right at him. Cannon Avery will now come up. He had that double earlier in this game, so he's trying to be careful with him now. He's locked in. 1-1 count. Cannon will take a changeup for strike 1. Or strike 2, and he swings through strike 3, loses his mojo, and that would have been the 7th strikeout, I believe, for Asher. I'm losing track as he's through 5 now. He's gotten even more efficient and more effective as these games go, or as these innings go along. 2-0 lead, top of the 6th, and Drader will stay out there against Sullivan. Tier 2 mind gamer, and Sullivan will foul the first pitch. He takes a ball low. Takes a strike at the bottom of the zone on the curveball. 1-2, and dribbled foul. Sullivan takes a ball high, just missing. Over 20 pitches is Mags. It's full now. And that one's going to be fouled off. Another foul. Good battle here for Sullivan. A ball will be taken for a walk. So Sullivan, a leadoff walk, and a runner will be on base for 1 for 2, Nick Wilkerson. High pressure situation here. He is still tense. Mags exhausted now. And Nick trying to find a pitch he can drive. He takes a first pitch strike. Little hack activates. Curveball drops but stays at the top of the zone. And that one's fouled off. 1-2. Still has a little hack. And he'll pop one up. That's foul. Is it going to get out of play? Running over to that one is Pineda. And somehow that's a fucking bullshit call as he catches it up against the wall. And Jonah will come up 1 for 2. He took a strikeout in his last at-bat. Drader gets pulled for Stevenson. Stevenson with a tier 2 elite 4-seam. Has a slider and a curveball, a 4.50 ERA. Jonah, hard hit ball, but right to the second baseman, and a misplay from Gander March. The throw from Kai Plum went right to her. It bounced off her glove, and everyone's safe. So 1 out, 2 on for Muhammad McCormick. And he swings at the first pitch, and that's going to be pulled foul. That is just out of play. No play for Slew Connolly there. Second pitch has popped up, and it's an 0-2 count for Stevenson to McCormick. Takes the ball low. Infield a double play depth. It doesn't matter. There is a strikeout swung through, and McCormick is down on strikes. Tiger Gray will come up. He is locked in 2 for 3 with an RBI single. 2-2 easy target helping Stevenson. And Tiger will take the slider for strike one right in the breadbasket. Checks his swing and holds back. That's ball one inside. A little bit of insurance never hurt anybody here. See if Tiger can pull off a big shot here. Take a ball low, 2-2. And he hits one off the end of the bat, but right to Gander March. She catches this one. And now we go to the bottom of the sixth. It's going to be Asher Garcia to start this thing. He's at 70 pitches now. Pineda will swing at the first pitch. It pops it up and foul. Ball outside. We'll see how long Asher can go here as he is running out of room. And this one's hit hard, right field, carrying, but running out of room is Odin Thomas. He catches that. Oh my God, I thought it bounced off the wall. Very, very close play, and that ends up being out number one. And I think Asher's gonna stay in here against Colin Cabrera. Hits one off the end of the bat, and that goes right to Sullivan. So 2 outs. Turnpike comes in, who's tense. Oh boy, this is a bad idea, but Asher's gonna go for it. Trying for the complete game shutout. He gets a strike one. And that one's hit deep left field. That one looks like it's playable. Calling it is Jonah Gonzalez, and that'll be out number 3. He does it. He gets almost 80 pitches thrown, and that ends the game. Asher Garcia, if that didn't cement his second Cy Young and MVP, I don't know what will. Oh my God, what an outing from him. The favorites split this doubleheader. They win 2-0, 2 runs on 8 hits for the favorites, no runs on 4 hits with 1 error for the Burglars. Wow, what a pitching performance from Asher. Looking at the Burglars offense, we got 2 hits from Pineda, a hit from Gander March, and a hit from Cannon Avery, and that was it. The only, I think Cannon had an extra base hit, but that was it. Everyone else only to first, if I'm not mistaken. No walks and 7 strikeouts. So we'll get to him in a moment. I'm just so excited. On the other side, quiet day for our offense, but decent. You know, we did get 8 hits. So 2 for Tiger with an RBI. Fernando with a hit and a run scored. An 0 for 3 day from Odin Thomas. That'll probably sink him in the MVP race. Jack Mars a 2 for 3 days, so see solid consistency from him, which is great. 1 for 3 from RJ Solomon with a RBI. 0 for 2 day with a walk from Sullivan. 1 for 3 from Nick Wilkerson with a run scored, and Jonah Gonzalez 1 hit today. 0 for 3 is Muhammad McCormick. We're okay with that. Pitching wise, Shaw loses, but he pitched well. 3 innings, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, and 4 strikeouts. Max Drader pitched decent, 2 1/3, giving up 1 hit, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. And then Stevenson goes 2/3 of an inning, getting 1 strikeout. On the other side, it was just Asher Garcia today. We love Asher Garcia Day. He goes 6 innings, giving up only 4 hits, no walks, no earned runs, and 7 strikeouts. His second win of the year in his 4th start, and he gets his ERA down to 1.71. So what a phenomenal performance from him. He gets the number 1 spot, Tiger Gray number 2, and they're going to give Max Drader the number 3 spot. So just goes to show you how low the offensive capabilities were for these teams. All right, so big win there. Sullivan or Fernando with the loyalty drop. I got to give it to Sullivan, I think. Fernando's been more consistent for us, more reliable, and Sullivan should be playing better than he is. Another loyalty drop here. Again, what the hell is this about? Emerson Bauer is 28. Leah Sesame 21, but she has not. Oh, this one's the most unfair we've had so far. I'm sorry, Aaliyah, but I don't want to mess with Emerson's funk, and she has been our anchor in the bullpen, and we'll have to keep her that way. And then one loyalty gain here, I'll give it to Eliana Chambers again to try and help get that loyalty up a bit. That's going to end that, thank God. We'll do a quick sim up to our next game. And as we do, we see we have a 1.5 game lead on the Rippers. We have a 2 game lead on the Burglars, a 3 game lead on the Dive Bombers, and 4.5 on the Skimmers. We're sitting at 9 and 4. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see that. And we have 3 games left to work with. The Rippers are next for us. It's going to be a very, very fun matchup between 2 really good starters. Valentino Mastiff, I believe he has an MVP or a Cy Young. The aging vet, 0-1 with a 2.08 ERA and a 1.00 whip, going up against our second ace of the team, Victor Simmons, who's 3-0 with a 3.77 ERA and a .98 whip, and that tier 3 elite 4-seam fastball. Since the game ended, I'm standing. I should sit down. We could see a chance for Cora to lose Ace Exterminator. No way. We have a chance for development for Muhammad. I'm not going to do that. A chance for development for Tiger Gray. Now, while I don't like the drop in speed and the contact doesn't mean anything, if we can get him to get that secondary position of left field, that would be huge for us. It creates such a opportunity for us to move some players around. I really am going to try for that one. Waldo Ho with development, I don't want that. And then RJ Solomon with development, I'm probably going to pass on that as well. Amelia Gibbs, she pitched decent for the Burglars, but they're going to start dropping salary here. Only barely. I think they're just changing a direction here as they'll bring in Eternity Woody, our former reliever. Good luck with her. And that's it for what happened since the last game. I'm going to do a quick peek over here. And I think the only one we were looking to do is, yeah, the one for Tiger. So I am going to just buy this one now, because if we can give him that left field flexibility, that would be huge. So let's go ahead and roll it. 1 speed drop, 2 contact puts him at 99, and he's going to get it. Holy shit. Things just changed for us, folks. He's now going to be a first baseman and left fielder. He's got the speed for it. He's got the fielding for it. The arm has a lot to be desired, but I am totally fine with that. Now we can make a lot of decisions here. Very interesting. We'll see a potential lineup here in a second, but checking on Jess, she's at 8.3. I do think this is the time we should pull the trigger on her, as she is probably getting close to being picked up by somebody who's also running for a game, or I mean for the playoffs here. So we're going to pull her in. She's going to replace Clark Cohen. We do put 1.3 up, so that's essentially going to be our last roster move of the year. We'll see if we can make any other moves later on, but it's likely going to be the last one, which means we're going to rely on Cairo Cohen in the rotation. That's a bit scary, but I think I'm okay with it. Clark, you have served us decent. It's just been really hard to see you continue to struggle. I think the injury may have led to this happening, but we're going to bring in former favorite Jess Trujillo to come back. Welcome in, and we wish you good luck, Clark. So that's the only roster move we're going to make. Let me know how you feel about seeing Jess Trujillo back. She's going to be looking at being our 4th starter. So she'll start at the end of the year against the Skulls. That'll be when she comes in to pitch. So that'll be really, really interesting. Yeah, so that's the roster move. We did the development. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the matchup's going to look like. I wanted to double check because I think that Valentino is a 3-pitch starter, a 4-seam, a slider, and a changeup. So that high velocity only has 1 pitch to throw. It's the elite 4-seam fastball. He does have tier 2 K neglector as well, but he's a 40-year-old. Oh, I wanted to also check and see if he was a Cy Young winner. I believe he was. And he was. Yeah, so we're going to do Cy Young versus hopefully maybe future Cy Young winner in Victor Simmons. He, of course, is an ace. Valentino Mastiff is an ace. And the Rippers have a on-fire top long stroke, so we got to be careful there. They also have fucking Forrest Ponce and still have Marv Panther. For us, what do we do here? So at first base, we could keep McCormick behind the plate and put Aaliyah at first base. That would allow us to, or, actually, how about this? So we swap Tiger, and then we put RJ at first. Then we put Tiger in left field. And I wish Nick wasn't tense. We're going to put Cora in the DH spot. We'll put Aaliyah Sesame at catcher. And now we're looking at... I'm going to flop these two. I think I like this. Or maybe we put Cora below RJ. So now you're looking at Tiger, Fernanda, Jack Mars, Odin Thomas, Aaliyah Sesame with Tier 3 Ace Exterminator, then RJ Solomon. You have Cora Bobbert with Ace Exterminator. You have the 10th Sullivan Reddier, and then you have Nick Wilkerson, who's 10th in center field. I mean, look at these two guys at the bottom of our lineup. That's so insane. And they are there for a reason. They deserve to be at the bottom of the lineup. It's just been so frustrating that we haven't been able to get more consistency out of them pitching wise or hitting wise. Yeah, and that's going to be our lineup. This might be the strongest lineup we have ever had, potential wise. And now the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do MVP watch. So does Odin drop out? Does he stay in but drop down? And does Asher stay in the number one spot? I think he does. Asher's still at 1, and Reeve has not pitched yet. So there is a chance that he could still pitch really well, but he is going to have to be almost perfect now that Asher had that complete game shutout, which was insane. He's up to 32 strikeouts. Odin stays at number 4, despite going 0 for 3, and Tiger Gray peeks into the top 10. So we have 3 in our top 10 right now, which is amazing, and 1 in the number 1 spot. Odin leading into home runs still and in RBIs. Tiger at number 4 in batting average. Fernanda at 6. Fernanda at 4 in on base percentage. Odin 5 in slugging. Oops, sorry. And Odin number 7 in OPS. Tiger at number 9 in OPS. Tiger leads in hits. Odin, Fernanda, and Jack in the top 5. And then we have Odin and Tiger in the top 10 for extra base hits. Fernanda striking out 9 times. I have not felt like she's been that bad. Runs scored, you see 3 in the top 10 there. Caught stealing Aaliyah and Nick. Not a lot of stealing in this franchise. I wanted to peek at the strikeouts here in a moment. Victor with 3 wins. Asher and Cairo both with 2. Emerson still with 3 saves. Asher with 32 strikeouts. I want to see single season record. He, oh my God, has obliterated the single season strikeout record with 32 right now. And Reeve Blackwell was the next closest with 23 back in season 1. I am going to, oh my God, and he has 72 strikeouts for his career, plus whatever he had in the last, the Outlaws. I am actually going to peek really quick. 32 strikeouts, 23 is the second place leader right there. And look at him. He's just leading in all these numbers right now, which is insane. I'm going to peek back at the Outlaws and see what the record for the most strikeouts in a season was. Um, there it is. 23 was Roper Dastardly. So this year, Asher Garcia has completely blown out the strikeout lead with 32. Absolutely insane. That's amazing. And career strikeouts, Asher is not showing up here. Might have to go find him. See if we can find him in any of these other. It's fun seeing some of these names again, right? Asher, where are you? Hmm. Interesting. He wasn't as great. He might be on the favorites. Let's see. Yep, he is. Okay. So there's the young 26-year-old Asher Garcia as an A-plus pitcher. And he had 42 strikeouts um, prior to the switch over to the favorites franchise. He pitched really well too. I wish they could carry over the stats. It's such a bummer. But yeah, he is 18 strikeouts was his most in a career or in a season back then. And look at that, 4 or 5 walks per game. Now he is lights out. He just does not walk anybody. Love it, love it, love it. So that's where we're going to see things end for this video. We have 3 games left with the Rippers, the Skimmers, the Skulls. And the Rippers are going to be the biggest opponent that we have, as they're sitting at 7-5. We need to push them down in the division, and then we have the Skulls sitting at 6-7, the Skimmers sitting at 4-8. So, not saying it's in the bag, but we are sitting at a really good spot here. The Scroungers are sitting at 6-4. Remember, they are one of our few losses that we've had this year. And the Rippers are sitting in the wild card spot. So if we can beat them, they might drop out. Yeah, there's a lot riding on these last few games as we get to the end of the season. But next time out, it's going to be Victor Simmons versus Valentino Mastiff. Veteran versus someone hitting their prime, I would say. Can't wait to see how that all plays out. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.